What's up, guys? Welcome back to Started from the Bottom with Cardiff Metropolitan University, and that name is still a mouthful. Today we're going to take on these guys, Dudno. I apologize for anybody who might be offended by that pronunciation. And we're also taking on Aberystwyth. Dudno, that's how I'm going to go. I'm sure it's not pronounced that way. That's just how I'm going to go with it. They're right above us in the relegation zone currently. And Aberystwyth were top at the filming of the last episode. They've fallen down to 7th recently. So if you look at the fixtures recently, I mean, they hadn't been too great after the TNS game. We beat this Newtown team 2-1, and Ryan Jones scored a heck of a goal in the 11th minute in this game. Nope, maybe not. Nope, that wasn't that game. Never mind. That was a different game. That was against Ryle. But we beat them 2-1, and then we lost to Ryle 3-1, and this is the one where Ryan Jones scored a heck of a goal in the 11th minute. If it would decide to load. Here it is. So it starts back at the goalkeeper, actually, and then Prosser wins a header, plays it to Jones, who just, I mean, why can't he do that every game? He made it look so easy, but we then proceeded to get scored on in the 42nd minute on a penalty, 46th minute, and 50th minute. So... yeah. We held Bala to a 0-0 draw somehow, if you look at these stats. I mean, we kind of robbed them a little bit. I mean, they dominated 25 shots, 10 on target, no goals for them, and we had 3 shots, 2 on target, which obviously led to no goals, because we don't know how to score. I mean, I guess I could say the team defended well, but even their ratings weren't that good. I mean, Perry had a rare, half-decent game. And then we lost to Airbus UK, which is the weirdest name ever. And their stadium's the airfield, of course. So, yeah. And then Bangor City, we also lost 3-1, which we were actually had a chance to win this game, I think. Really, but obviously the team didn't perform. So, that happened. In terms of transfers, the transfer deadline's passed, but we're going to sign this guy in January just as a midfielder, because we don't have all that many midfielders that can play the positions I need them to play. Because we've switched to a new tactic, which is a 4-3-3. At the moment, we're having to play Prosser out wide on the left instead of the right because Josh Evans got injured. And, I mean, I could bring McCarthy in at fullback and then play Perry there and Prosser there. That could work, but I'm going to stick with this one. Still playing on a counter mentality. So, yeah, and of course now the phone decides to ring, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, gotta love interruptions, especially when the phone on the other end is broken. So, anyway, where was I? Talked about the tactic. Yeah, that's about it. I guess we can jump into the game. Still sitting in 12th, but I mean, we did win a game, and we're actually kind of joint bottom, joint 9th, so it'll be fine. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Yeah, the starting lineup I don't think has changed all that much other than the formation change, which allows us to bring in another midfielder, which is really our strength. The center backs are still awful. That's the team I'm going with today because, I mean, just based off ratings of the center backs, those are our 2 best rated center backs. It is 6.64 and a 6.6. It's been really bad. Perry's been awful, but McCarthy just can't play fullback to save his life. So, and I mean, he does have the occasional good games. He just can't cross, and I don't know why he's crossing when he's a fullback on defend, why he's even there. But his crossing completion has been awful, and that doesn't make a lot of sense since he's like one of the best crossers on the team, but, I mean, it's bad. So we're going to go ahead and submit that team, I think. Yep, bench is picked. Ryan Jones still starting up top because that other guy, Harry Owens, just awful. So yeah, let's get into this against these guys, that team with that name. Yeah, I'm gonna mess up so many of these names. I mean, I just know Aberystwyth because I've heard of them somehow. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm assuming not too good, but we'll see. Upsets, yeah, we're huge underdogs. Yep. Do I have it on? Yep, got it on key, which is good. Glorious manager handshakes. And yeah, okay. So I'm not expecting anything out of I'm not expecting anything out of any of these games. We're lucky if we can get a draw. A win is just, I mean, inconceivable. It's not going to happen because we can't pass the ball properly. As I say this, we pass the ball, go through and go and score because this team loves to make me look stupid. So that was about 35 seconds in from Ryan Jones. I don't know what's happened. We usually don't lead in games all that often, and that happened. Okay, what a finish. Never thought I'd be saying that out of him, except for that one goal he scored early on. Okay, well, Farah got the assist. Good goal. First shot of the game, obviously. I mean, he just ran through their entire defense. I mean, could we actually win a game, or am I speaking way too soon? We're on the attack here. Herdman gets dispossessed. Yeah, I did speak way too soon. Oh, no, we get it back. Jones intercepts. Out to Perry. Puts it forward to Herdman. To Jones. Who's fouls, and really, I think, but whatever. Okay, well, Abbott intercepts, doing his job. Herdman plays it to Prosser. Ryan Jones shoots it and scores. How does he do this? Okay. I mean, at least this team's making me look good with those tactical changes that I made. I mean, what a finish. Just around the defender. Keeper really didn't have any help there by his defender. I mean, that defender could have easily blocked it or at least been out of the keeper's view. We're on the attack here again. We have a throw-in. Crossed in to nobody in particular. Their goalkeeper clears it up to their striker, Owen. And they try to switch play. Perry doesn't win the header. Guttridge does, though. Tried to play Farah forward, but can't. Oh, good tackle. Ryan Jones picks it up again. Plays it out wide to Lamb. Can Lamb actually cross the ball? Well, he can. Oh. I thought that was going to go in. I don't really know how this is happening. I mean, Ryan Jones is on 8.5. Already has 2 goals within 10 minutes or however quick he scored them. I mean, we're up in the 9th right now. I mean, these guys are bad. I do need to remember. And that was a questionable clearance. Can he? Oh, it's off the post. That was sad. All right. Still 2-0 though. They've only had 1 shot, and it was a clear-cut chance that went off the post. Oh, now they've had 2. See, our problem is complacency in the second half. I've noticed. So, I mean, if we can score again, though, I think that kind of puts it beyond doubt, right? It's Herdman now. Back to Perry. Abbott. Up to Farah. Jones now. Plays through Prosser. And he hits the post again. I mean, he's hit the post twice now. And then the other team's hit the post. That's 3 times the ball's hit the post in this match already. It's only the first half. I mean, I'm pleased with the efforts, but can we not get complacent, guys? Yep, you've been great. You've been really good, actually. I'm very happy with your performance so far. Now he's just confused instead of confused and demotivated. That's better, right? Okay, so let's see if we can hold on for the second half. I mean, they have only had 2 shots to our 8. Of course, we've only had 2 on target, but we have hit the post twice. So, can't score early again like the first half. I mean, it's going pretty good so far. And I like that nothing's happening. That's a good sign. I don't really want to make any changes. Don't really need to make any changes. Albott's going to be the first to come off as usual. Because he runs out of energy so much faster. Because he's, you know, he's almost twice the age of some of the other squad members. What a save by Morgan. And I didn't think I'd ever be saying that. The reason we're starting Morgan in goal, actually, is because I had to promise him more first team action. Because he was getting angry. And, I mean, he's like 37 years old. His reactions suck. But, I mean, he's apparently better than our other keeper. And I need to make some subs now. Wow, time ticked away fast. Yep, Abbott's definitely coming off. We're going to actually swap him with Farah and then take him off for... not Alan Lewis. Corsby. Because he can't play there, but I think he can. So, And we can't really take off Farah now. I don't really want to take off Jones. I think I'm going to keep it there for now. Because Abbott's the only one that's really tired. And it's not like our next game's a week away, so we should be good. I'll wait until the 85th. Now I'm going to take him off just so we can make sure we don't get scored on. So Riley can come. Actually, I'm going to bring on Woolridge just for some leadership at the back. Man, this team has played so good today. The only bad performer is Herdman, who was really good in the first game. That's weird. Sort of that screamer. I can't take off Farah, can I? Unless we have a right back on the bench, which we don't. Yeah, I'm going to take off Ryan. No, Ryan Jones is on a hat trick. I'm just going to leave it. It'll be fine. That's me trying to prevent injuries. I'm impressed that we haven't allowed him back in. Of course, I say this. We're going to get scored on now, aren't we? No, we've actually picked the ball back up. That was a questionable pass back to Green, but okay. Who tries to switch it but can't do it. And the midfielder actually gets there. Who was that? Herdman. Lamb's actually through here. No, decides to take it back. I don't know why that decided to go to Ryan Jones, why the other guy didn't step up. Now they're attacking through Buckley, who, that's about the worst shot of it. I hope that was a cross. Okay, well that should be the game here as soon as this decides to tick out. And what a result. I mean, we needed that. That was a big game. So, I'm pleased that we were able to pull that out. You know, it was actually pretty easy. I mean, Ryan Jones just kind of took over the game. Of course, the concern is all of our goals come from Ryan Jones. I don't know if anybody else has actually scored a goal other than Ryan Jones. Good tackle by Perry, who's had a good game, 7.2. That's big for him. Herdman's the only one below 7 that didn't come off the bench. And that's full time. That was away, too. I mean, that's a good result. Climbing out of the relegation zone. I'm very pleased. Can we hold it? I don't know, because it's only 8 games in. But that was my phone. That shouldn't be on my desk. That was probably really loud. I mean, I don't know how we did that. Owen wants to... I mean, you know, the guy ahead of you just scored 2 goals to win the game, right? I mean, should I even bother? I mean, I did give him a chance, and he's just in too good a form. I'm sorry. That was a good game. And Aberystwyth lost too, so they'll be in bad form going into, of course nobody's in worse form than us, let's be real here. We've won 2 games. Well, actually, people are in worse form than us. These 3 teams that have only won 1 game. Including the team that beat us on the first day of the season or whatever. Was it first day of the season? Yeah. I figured out how to pronounce that name and forgot it again, so that's great. I think it's like Keffin? I don't know. So that's impressive. Anyway, where have all our goals come from? I mean, I'm almost sure it's Ryan Jones. Has he scored all of them? So he scored 5 goals, and we have scored 7 in total. So, like, there's probably a better way to look at that. Yeah, so Herdman's got 2, and then Prosser has 1, and I recall his 1 goal being fairly important. I can't remember when it was, though. I can add scores onto this, right? Maybe. Where's the button? I used to be able to. Goal scorers. There we go. So let's see. Herdman scored in that one. Prosser scored in the Newtown game. So yeah, it was fairly important. That was actually the game winner. I remember going nuts when Ryan Jones scored that goal. And then Herdman scored in the Bangor City game when it didn't matter. But good goal nonetheless. So, I guess I'll see you at the Aberystwyth Town match day. That didn't make any sense. I'll just see you at the Aberystwyth Town game. Just a quick note, Ryan Jones's goal was the fastest in Welsh Premier League history. We've made history, everybody. Cool. I mean, and why would you send me an email at midnight? I'm just okay. Good job, Tim Wilson. Good job. So we're back for the Aberystwyth Town game, and I mean, I have no reason to change this team from the last one. And I forgot to mention in the last game, Josh Evans' injury is going to last for another 2 to 4 weeks because he strained some knee ligaments. So that's unfortunate for him, but I mean it's all good. He's a good player though. I mean he was useless when he came in, but he's actually pretty good. So yeah, let's get into this. No team changes, as I said before, because we played so well last time. No tactical changes. I mean, why? Why would I ever do that? We're not favorites. I almost said we're favorites. We're not at all. We're never favorites. But these guys are actually just above us in the table here. So, I mean, we can't actually go above them because we're 4 points back. You can see a clear separation already beginning to form. You've got us 4 down here with Keppen and Newtown. I always want to call it Newton, but that's not how that's pronounced. So Keffen and Newtown and Lendedno, I think. Anyway, forget about the pronunciations. Let's get into this. They're playing very defensive, which is good because that means they can't score on us, right? So yeah, go away. Stupid walkout. Okay. I'm not. I mean, I said this last game, so I'm gonna say it again. I'm not expecting anything because that worked last time. So. And as I say this again, we're on the attack. Farah now. Back to Perry. Avot. Back to Farah. Still Avot. Herdman. And just kind of passing it around in the attacking end of the midfield. Proser now. Tries to pass it into Jones, but can't quite do it. And keeper clears. Why is this so laggy? Since it's struggling so much, actually, is the attack. I'm just going to go to 2D real quick. Nope, not that 2D, the other 2D. There we go. So they're going forward. And, of course, score. Nice counterattack. What we're supposed to be able to do. Replays will still be in 3D, though, if that bothered anybody, me changing it. So, yeah, I think the recording's kind of... Because my computer's, like, beastly, but, you know... clearly it doesn't like me recording and playing FM at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, of course we get scored on the counterattack. We actually have all the possession right now. 60 to 40? I mean, I'm expecting that to level out, but that's weird. We haven't had a single shot yet either. And I don't really want to change anything because I think these guys are just better than us. I mean, even a point would be pretty big right now, because all the teams below us would be on 5 points, and we'd be on 8. Or we could potentially be on 10, which would start a pretty clear gap there. But, I mean, we haven't conceded again, which is good. And I think our main problem is that Ryan Jones is so inconsistent. Like, that's one of his things on his report is that he's inconsistent, and that's pretty clear when you look at when we score goals and when we don't. I don't know what the fullback was doing. He just completely laid off of the attacker there, but Jones picks it up and clears it to nobody. Never clear the ball up the middle. Just don't. It's never a good idea. The keeper saves onto the post there, or crossbar, whatever that decided to hit. It hit one of those things that used to be made of wood. So, I mean, not the best start, but we haven't conceded again. We probably should have, and they're attacking again here. And, there's just, oh, they hit the post again, or crossbar, or whatever that hit. I need to move this so I can actually see. Just move it there, yeah. I mean, I can't say I'm too disappointed, but I'm fairly well, I'm not really disappointed. We've seen how bad this team is, right? So, I don't really know what to do. The defenders have played awful as usual. Everybody's played awful as usual. That last game was just a one-off, I guess. Or those guys that we beat are just really, really bad. So, yeah. Okay, I want to make some change. I mean, Ryan Jones has been bad, and he's so inconsistent. Harry Owen is making a fuss, so I'm going to actually take Ryan Jones off, bring on Harry Owen. He can score great goals, Ryan Jones, but when it's not his day, it's clearly not his day. And today is one of those days. Man, I mean, I don't want to change the defenders because they played so good together last game. I'm going to have to do the same thing with Abbott again because his stamina is just dreadful. Even though his natural fitness is 14, his stamina is 13. For some reason, he gets really tired really fast. I guess he covers more distance than everybody else, I'm assuming. So swap him with Farah again. And then this is why I'm signing an advanced playmaker in January. Because we just don't have another one. We don't even have another midfielder, really. So I'm going to bring Corsby again. Because, I mean, it says he can't play there. He's actually better as a central midfielder. But, I mean, he plays as a shadow striker. So, I mean, he plays further forward. I'm assuming an advanced playmaker is probably the best role in the system for him. Okay, I need to do something here. Go attacking. I mean, we don't have the possession anymore, which is why I don't really want to go attacking, but we'll see what happens. And I'm going to actually encourage the players. Are they nervous? They have nothing to be nervous about. They have nothing to prove to anybody. I mean, just being 2 points outside the relegation zone compared to where we were isn't really that bad. But we're clearly, I'm going to just go overload. I don't think we're actually going to score here. Because we can't score normally. There's still time, though. Unfortunately, they have the ball. Herdman's picked it up, doing his job in midfield. Now it's Prosser or Proser. Plays Lamb through, and he skies it. Okay. I mean, we don't deserve anything from this game. If you look at the stats, I didn't realize they've had 18 shots, Aberystwyth. Of course, these guys were top of the league at one point, so and there's still a minute left, actually. If we could grab something from this game, it would be a miracle. It doesn't look like we're going to, though, because now they have the ball. If anything, they're probably going to score on us just to annoy me. Yeah. I mean, I could have just scored from that positioning that they had there. All they needed was one through ball, and our defenders are so bad that it would have worked and probably would have scored because our goalkeeper's so bad. But I think that's going to be it. 10 seconds left. I've actually crossed in here, and James clears. Or Jones. It's Jones. Okay, well that was just bad all around, but I mean, yeah, it was pretty bad. I can't pick many positives out of that. Why are you stressed, Lamb? I mean, okay. Well, that was disappointing, but we did pick up a win. Second win of the season, which is big for a relegation-threatened team. And now I can't see the colors. I really need to customize that to where I can see goal scores. I mean, the one win was nice, so we've got 7 points now, I think it is. So, I mean, we could be in a worse shape. We could have not gotten any points, really, out of some of these games. I mean, this game could have been a draw. We could have lost this game like we probably deserved to. Probably should have lost this game, if I remember rightly. No, we were actually the better team. I mean, we could have drawn those 2 games and been on 2 points. So, silver linings, I guess. So next episode, I think it's going to be a cup special against TNS in the JD Welsh Cup 3rd round. And it's kind of unfortunate that we got drawn against TNS. That's legitimately the worst team we could have been drawn against. I don't know how this cup works. I think, if I remember correctly, you actually do get into Europe. That's still the 3rd round. You do get into, yeah, you qualify for the Euro Cup. I don't know if that's straight into the group stage or what, but that would be nice. So it's basically the Europa League. So I don't have the real names turned on. Which I actually forgot Sevilla had won the past 3 years. They beat Liverpool last year, didn't they? So, yeah, next match, Cup Special, TNS. Hopefully we'll pick up a few more wins between there. And actually, that'll be around the halfway point in the season as well, because the fixtures switch back. Yeah, right there actually is the halfway point between those 2 games. And then we played those guys 2 times in a row. Because we didn't play them earlier in the season. Okay, that's weird. So I guess I'll see you for the Cup Special. If you have enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe for more. and I will see you in the next episode.